Howdy, cadre. Let's try and make a village. We're at cloud level. Excuse me. I should make sure we're good. Um, levels, testing. Okay. Well, the music ended. I should have looked before then. Okay. We're. Oh, I made some notes. Where are my notes? Um, all right. So this ridiculous tower I've built. Um, I've already put in 80 beds. I'm pretty sure I already put in 80 beds. So we have upward expansion of our village size to 80. But I wanted to be sure to have some semblance of balance. The one I care about the most is the farmers. They're going to help feed the village and speed up village growth. So I want to be sure to have plenty of farmers. And I wasn't sure how far I wanted to go with the rest, but I knew um, well, I just started looking at the numbers, and if I were to do 6 of each profession, um, other than farmer, that's already 72. So if we did 6 of each other profession, we'd have 8 farmers. Um, which 6 versus 8 isn't much difference. But then I started thinking about how much I really wanted of each, because there's really not much reason to have more than one of. Although it's hard to know that unless you know all the full options of what they can trade, because you might want, um, well, you might need 3 or 4 of them before you get a trade that you want. But the negative of having too many of any profession is if you're trading with multiple of them, of the same profession, they're not leveling up in the same way. It gets complicated, but I wanted to start out with a village that at least could have one of each profession, and my bell is here in the middle of the tower. We've got this walkway that comes out to this little natural floating island, but we've got about as much tower below as above. Um, I think it's weighted slightly because I actually aimed this to get it near these features. I wanted the bell to be here by this kind of lookout point. Anyway, actually, this would be cool to expand slightly and put a tower here, like a smaller lookout tower. Or maybe it should just be right here. Anyway, getting distracted. So, yeah, what I decided to do is look at the trades of all the professions and kind of rate them. for like how likely I was personally to want to trade them. Well, it's kind of a combination of things. It's either wanting to trade with them as a way to get emeralds, so something I can farm easily, or wanting to trade with them for what they can offer, short term or long term. And some of them need to be leveled up to really unlock stuff that you want. But anyways, to start, um, I decided to put one of each workstation, so we have the possibility, as the village expands, to get one of each. And I've put half of them above the bell and half of them below the bell. And then after one of each of the non-farm, I've got 1, 2, 3. I put 4 already. 4 composters up here. And the thought is, oh, this doesn't lead anywhere helpful yet. Well, that's just a dirt wall, but that was naturally how that was. I guess the thought is those farmers could come down here. Oh, well, that's kind of problematic. I'm in creative mode, aren't I? Yep. This isn't where they're ready to farm. Out this way. Oh, I haven't planted anything yet. Yeah, I got some water sources in like a waterfall, a few waterfalls anyway. Well, I was gonna switch to creative anyways, but they're more prepared down. Well, they're not prepared anyway, because I gotta get them some crops to get started. There's more farm out there. These are the other 6. Yeah, the fisherman has a ways to go to get to water, but anyways. 1, 2, 3, another 4, so we're ready for 8 farmers, potentially. Let's see what happens if we just spawn a guy here. Okay, he's a farmer. Alright. 2 farmers. I'm gonna let's get him. I was gonna do it in survival mode, but there's really not much point. Let's just get him. Some wheat going. You guys can farm out here potentially. Yeah, this is ready. Why can't I? Is it too dark over there to? What's going on? I can't plant on some of these. Huh. Maybe it is a light level thing. Yeah, must be a light level thing. I know some of the rules around light levels have changed. Let's see. Where else is there? This is really where most of the farming is. Like ready to go. I don't know. Wonder if their composter needs proximity with their farmland. It would make sense. Maybe I need to put them out here. There has not been many times I've started my own village. There was... Where are they? I've gone too far. There was certainly a series that I started that was just a creative mode. I made kind of a floating village in the sky. Didn't last very long as usual. Are they... I don't... Oh, I hear them. Oh, what are you guys doing? Beetroot. Potatoes. Well, I just planted wheat, but I guess I could plant. Frog spawn. Where are the beetroot seeds at? I thought they were... Oh, they're lighter. I thought they were more of a brown. Potatoes? Those are categorized as a food, aren't they? You guys aren't really working yet today, huh? I don't know if I need to move the composter, but... they may not expand until they have plenty of food and stuff, since this stuff is just planted. Oops, I just landed on that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I could clear this out a bit, plant more here. There's not a whole lot of sunlight. And every time I do this, I block a little bit more of it. Oh, well, I guess they can get to that. Well, no, the waterfall may mess things up. Yeah, it's too dark over in that corner. It's fairly dark everywhere, but it seems to know like what the daylight level will be, or what the light level will be in the daylight. Alright, well, we just sped those in, and I'll eventually make maybe I'll level this a little bit. I don't know. There's not a whole lot of close farmland. I mean, you know, these are, well, okay, so one farmer normally has maybe a field this size, slightly smaller. All right, they'd be sleeping. Where I'm at the top of the. All right, yeah. So I don't. It's not that exciting yet. He's sleeping. He's sleeping. Or they. They really don't have genders as much. Instead of male and female, they're all testificates. Um, I guess if I slept. Oh, this is, yeah, at the bottom. So the first bed that doesn't have, yeah, this one. Let's see what they do in the morning. I don't exactly know their schedule. I think in the morning they may socialize first. Yeah, looks like it. And they may have been kind of headed towards the bell, but they didn't get very far. Then they may get to work. I think it's. Huh. Why don't I look it up while we're. Oh, that pauses it. Well, I could avoid that if I do something like this. Um, Okay, they wander, then they work, then they gather, then they wander, then they sleep. Okay, what? Yeah. Okay. They're at their composters. You guys know where there's farmland, though? Huh. Maybe I got more work to do. Um, Instead of moving the composters, yeah, I could just build. Come on, guys, it's not that far. God, I guess it feels like a long. That's a long way. Okay, so yeah, I think it's work time for them, but they're just playing in their compost bins. Okay, below us, nothing significant. So one thing I could do. Where? Oh, where? Oh, where? Okay, you guys are here. How close do I need to get though? Oh, I guess. Let's. Let's see. It's. Maybe what we want to do is. We could go. Yeah. Or do we want to? We could go over more. Choices, choices, choices. Um. Oh, not going anywhere particular yet. This is all kind of dark because it's beneath the stone up there. But there's interesting features in here and yada yada yada. Um, I did what? Okay. Whoop, whoa. Okay, well, we'll go. We'll go. Oop. And yeah, I want to go at least 2 deep because I need to put some water up there. This isn't that interesting. Yeah, I'm relying on the fact that the grass will, yeah, disappear pretty soon. And when I'm doing stuff like this, I like to put a stone layer underneath to kind of, whoop, I just threw that. That's fine. Yeah, to make it just make a little bit more sense. And then I'll build it up more in certain places so that it has a more natural look from all sides. But I'll deal with all that later. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we really just need some water in the center. Is it? Yeah, I can. Yeah, look out. See ya. I'll do more here later, but yeah, hopefully. Oh, they're probably gathering up at the. Yeah, I hear you. So you guys come up. Oh, you're at the bell. I don't know if there's a way I can check how well fed they are. I don't think I can really. Well, I'll get this other bit of farm going. They don't seem to like these other ones. They're not close enough. But I can use those. And I can, as I gain different. Where are you guys going now? Oh, sleep. As I get different crops, I can. Plant them in different areas. I don't know if I've used them all yet, but yeah, it's better to have more crops around than you need. Than not enough, obviously. What? Oh, these are just building blocks now. Oh, we were using a jungle fence. Wait, no. Acacia. Whoa, whoa. Creative mode. I don't have to use shift. Use double jump instead. Okay, we just get that there, and then can we get some? What aren't those food and drinks now natural? Yes. Okay. Seeds are natural. Beetroot. Too dark in the back. Alright, I guess we gotta get more light around here. And don't like wall torches. I do that. That's gotta be enough, right? Yep. Okay. So I was gonna move on or let you go, but here I am, just doing more of this. Yeah, we just wanna. Farming. Just keep going. Farming. Here we go on farming. Beetroots. Anyway, well, let's. Oh, I should go sleep, and maybe they will wake up and. All right, I need more light here. That. Okay. Let's maybe. Well. Okay. Yeah, I don't, we'll just quit there. This might as well be, yeah. Okay. Alright, so that's right next to you guys. I'm using this bed. Let's see how it goes. Alright, don't let me block your way. You guys are gonna go up a little bit to chat. Oh, there you go. You're chatting now. Let's see what happens. Now, in theory, So this tower, yeah, if I want to move in here in survival, I probably want to haul at least some key materials from near spawn. Might want to make a more clear trail between here and there so that I can get back and forth more easily. Most of the way is boat. But I was thinking some, I've put a few torches along the way, but maybe some. Okay, alright, they're gonna go work. You guys headed out here? There's some farm out here now, guys. Do you want to actually go work? No? Yeah? Okay, did these need to be closer to the farms? Or are you guys gonna wait until these grow? Oh boy. This is probably under natural. No? Ingredient. There it is. Do I need to like lure you out here with some fully grown beet roots? Is that gonna help? What are you guys doing? If you're not growing anything, I'm worried that you're not eating anything. What kind of proximity would it need? I mean, the village is like a loosely defined thing. I'm worried that I'm messing up the height because I don't know if it reaches well upward. But it's supposed to be a like 16. Is it 16 blocks? No, it can't be that small. Alright, are we sleeping again, guys? That's your bed. Yeah, it's almost night. Can't see for the sun from here. Um, can't get them to farm, can I? Maybe I gotta move those bins. I mean, the way villages spawn, naturally, certainly, the compost bins are near the farms. They're usually on the corner of... What is a farm? I mean, maybe it's 9 across. think more often. It's like 7 across. Oh, this isn't exciting. Come on, come on. This tinted glass makes the water quite dark. Yeah, I want it to be night. It's almost night, right? Isn't it almost night? I can't. I can't. So, where's that darn sun? Oh, it's like noon. Great. So yeah, over time we're adding more of these waterfalls, and some of them are kind of messy the way they land. But I'm digging the catwalks, if you will. It's kind of a scaffolding. Yeah, it looks kind of mechanical, but I like the way it. The tower itself is such a pure form, but the walkways respond to the the structure of the rock around it and such. Well, stuff's growing in here, but if they're not walking out there. Yeah, but okay. I can't squeeze through there. Okay, I was hoping you guys would be working this by now. Yeah, they're probably up at the bell. I'm gonna let you go. I'll figure this out later. It may be that they just need a. That's what I was kind of hoping that would happen if I pushed them through a couple night cycles, that they might spot it and start working it. Because really, from either of these, I didn't even put a door in yet, so it's an open path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to get in line with the door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Oh, well, that's 9. What? Well, anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. All right, so yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. I'll figure it out. I think I want to bring my stuff. I don't. Where do I want to go? I actually don't have a great quick way up and down. the tower. I guess gravity is always a quick way down. Isn't utility? So yeah, it blows my mind that so we're in survival mode. We're at risk of dying, but we're in a boat. We're in a boat on our bone tower, and yeah, now we're falling off the edge of our bone tower, but we're fine because we're in our boat. Yeah, it kind of blows my mind that there's no fall damage while you're in a boat. But if you fall onto a tree, like into the leaves, into the branches of a tree, you take damage just like you were hitting concrete. So yeah, oddly, a boat is always a quick way down. Now here in the base of the tower, we have this kind of open face door, and yeah, like I said, I'm in survival mode. And we haven't really dug down here, but I think, yeah, like the next step would just be to continue digging around this central column. This serves fine as a spiral. Hey, somebody's been here. Yeah, it looks like the work of a Enderman. This too. Well, I think I can't use it as a rail though, because it's too tight too tight and steep to make the turns. Anyways, I suppose one way to conceivably get up is one of the waterfalls. There's one over there. Oh, whoa, hey, can I make that? Yar, parkour. Yeah, hey guy. These are potentially, again, this is a really tall tower. This is probably good for some views. Oop, clouds. Oh, we're getting to, oh, yep, well, okay, this is our farm irrigation spout, so we're kind of off the edge here. Well, I don't, is there, can I? Can't put a boat on a fence, I guess. There we go. Huh. Alright, they're sleeping. They gotta be sleeping. It got dark because I was goofing around with boats. Okay, there you are sleeping. I'll get in my bed. I'll see what you do in the morning. Before it gets to an hour, there's so much. You guys doing anything fun? Go outside. Go outside. No, go outside. Go out the door. Yeah, go out. Hey, no. That you could get out. Everybody get out. No? Okay. Yeah, they chat for a while first anyways. Or they wander, which sometimes involves, I think the wander period is, open choice. Some of them just wander alone, some of them chat or trade or yeah, I didn't want to spawn in more than 2 of them. But these guys don't seem to be farming yet, so that's a problem for potential growth. Um, so I want to stop. I think I'm done in creative mode for a while. I mean, I might think of something that I want to add. Um, but this tower was the main thing that I wanted to add with the haste of creative mode. Oh, you guys going back down now. Okay. Um, and I found a zombie villager. Oh, he just lost his hat. He just changed professions. Are you gonna go to crops yet? You're changing professions? No, just thinking about it. Well, maybe I should spawn in more of them. Um, anyways, what I was working towards saying is I'll switch to survival mode and help feed them because I can bring some of my crops over. I got stacks and stacks over near spawn. Um, yeah, he just like switched profession though. Well, maybe do I need to move these out? I mean, is that what's needed? Does this need to be out here? All right. You're not gonna jump off the edge there, are you, buddy? I guess I could. Okay. Well, he's gonna work out there. Maybe that's all we need. I had no stuff on me. I think I put it all in the top of the tower. But yeah, in survival mode, I can feed them, which is going to lead towards them in increasing their population. If you know what I mean, say no more. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay, so I'm gonna pop that one, and maybe, yeah, maybe they need to be by the farms. Maybe they rely on the back and forth. What do you trade? Wheat, excellent. I like a guy that buys wheat. It's one of the easiest to find seeds for. Well, it's the easiest to find seeds for. Unless you're in specific conditions, there's, you punch just the grass around, the long grass. Um, well, if nothing else, this guy should. Yeah, he's working the fields. He should help provide food to the other two. And that might be enough to keep this going. So in my own time, I'll play some survival, and I'll haul some of my stuff over here. Maybe I'll set up in the basement. Um, yeah, because I do want to start mining if I'm going to be in survival. Um, I really haven't dug much in this world yet. So now that we have this spine, we can follow it down and see what we find. They go into their beds. Yeah, they just stand on them and then leave, I guess. Or something. Alright, so I should probably put a composter. Yeah, most of the workstations are by the beds. But, yeah, for the maths, I never finished that discussion. Maybe I'll try and finish that up quick. Well, we're in an hour. That's fine. We can go over a little bit. Doesn't change much of anything, I don't think. Nothing that I care about, anyways. So yeah, we're already handling the farmers differently in terms of balance and numbers. So I will probably shift all of the composters out. I think like this farm is small enough. I'll put just one next to it. Probably out here. And where we have these bigger farms, I'll put this kind of wraps around the corner too, and I might expand it out this way as well. But anyways, 2 or 3. I mean, I could cluster 3 right here. Oh, this ground turned back because it's not close enough to a water source on its level, I think. So I could flatten it so it's on the level with this stuff more. Anyways, but yeah, 3 compost bins clustered there could kind of support this whole area in theory. And yeah, one down there. Might build in one small farm there. And then, yeah, this all I was thinking could become farmland because it's open to the sun and it's already nice and level. Where I've done this before, this stuff like blocks my way. I can't fly through there. Oh, this isn't planted. That's an annoying way to get down there too. I'm going in circles. Where's the new? Oh, it's below. That's why I missed it. I should probably put another one over here or back here. Because that's quite large for one. Anyways, but yeah, I'll move those and stuff. Oh, he's sleeping down here, but he changed profession. Whatevs. Oh, the thing I wanted to finish explaining. So, I looked at what all the professions could trade, and I know I want more farmers than anything else. But my thought was there's some that I really don't need duplicates of. I don't think I want duplicates of. I mean, arguably, I don't need any of. But I like the idea of having at least one of each for the conceptually the health of a village and everything. Anyways, so I kind of went through and I rated them, and I started like with the farmer at 3 stars. I thought I'd do a 3-star rating, and there were a lot of things that got 1 or 2 stars. But then there were a few things I didn't want to give any stars, and then I felt like 0 didn't make much sense because I couldn't use it well for math. If something has a 0-star rating, I realize that maybe I want to use the ratings as a basis for quantity. So I essentially shifted everything up by 1 star and ended up with cartographer and librarian also at the same level as farmer. And then, just decided to give farmer 1 more to differentiate it. So what I have is my only power 5 my only 5-star profession, and again, it's one I'm going to handle specially, is the farmer. My 4 stars, I did that twice, weird. I got like a feather in my throat. Not that I'm blaming that for my weird pronunciations. I was saying farmer and 4 quite a bit. 4-star and farmer. 5-star. Anyways, the 5-star farmer, the 4-star are the cartographer and the librarian, because in looking at their trades, like the cartographer, I think will trade for paper, which is pretty easy to farm if you want to. And at higher levels, you can get treasure maps and stuff, which certainly can't be crafted and can only be found in shipwrecks and such. So those are cool to trade for. And then the librarian, potentially can trade enchantments at higher levels. So it's one of the most valued, I know. And no, it's the cleric. Oh, maybe it's the librarian that trades for paper? Maybe the cartographer trades for compasses and such. Anyways, I should have this stuff up in front of me if I want to yak about the details, but my point was I had those two at 4 stars, and then I had 5, my biggest chunk at 3 stars, which is nice for the kind of bell curve of it. The armorer, the cleric, the fletcher, the toolsmith, and the weaponsmith. Or the tool maker, I forget what it's called. Probably toolsmith, weaponsmith. Was I going to change this? Because I only have 1 at 2. And that's the shepherd. Wood is easily farmed if you want to. If you find sheep and breed sheep. I think that's why it's a level 2 instead of level 1. Oh, hey buddy. You moving in? Just messing up my flow with some dirt. Welcome to Bone Tower. So yeah, then the level 1s are the butcher, the fisher, the leather worker, and the mason. But butcher trades for meat, which I don't do a lot of animal hunting or farming. The fisherman trades for fish, but again, I don't really fish. If I do fish, it's with an axe and just for some quick food, not anything major substantial. The leather worker, he trades for leather, which again I don't get a whole lot of. The mason, I think I was thinking about moving up. He trades for clay and some other stuff. But anyways, my general point was that by rating these, I thought it might help me decide how many of each I want. I know I want the most farmers, and I'm preparing for 8 from the start if I can get these working. If I can get them working, actually farming. But with the way I've looked at it, I could have a quantity of each profession based on their rating, other than farmer. And that would only fill up like 30 non-farmer slots. But yeah, I don't know if I need that many of each running around. I mean, well, who knows if I want to even play this world that much long term to get into a lot of trading to level these guys up. And I mean, I'm kind of curious on how to get this started. and how quickly it will grow. I'm beneath the guys, aren't I? But yeah, I don't. I mean, I guess we got to see what happens, you know. Like, say I start mining, I start a spiral stair downward. Say that opens into some huge cavern, lush cave or something. Something else equally exciting. Then I might have a lot of fun even recording here. Yeah, I guess I'll kind of move into the base of the tower. I could dig out more floors moving down. They'd be cleaner than the dirt stuff I have, that's natural there. And they'd be more secure. I could put chests and stuff down there. And if I avoid these workstations, then I shouldn't be bothered by testificates. I'm still creative mode. Raining. Yeah, this is like my emergency exit. But yeah, just digging down a little bit. I'm already going to. I mean, this is almost like a ready-made room here, but it's not in the confines of the tower. This ends up a dark pit. Oh, here underneath. I think, yeah, I think this in here is pretty close to the tower. So we could end up with a room down there. Let's see. Well, should we do this now? I don't know. We're in creative mode, so we're just destroying blocks. We're probably not gonna get right into something here, though. Looked like we were close, but it would be out near one of the edges of the tower, not here in the center. Yeah, I don't know if I want to like just move into this area. I guess I could come up a little bit. That's kind of my ground level up there. I could also close this door, but I kind of like it being just a gaping. I mean, this, yeah, from here I can get down. Anyway, maybe I should just get get some light going, and I don't know. I mean, we're not really mining, but I suppose this is arguably part of the tower, whatever. I don't know why I even care, why I even talk about it. Part of what freed me is just watching a kid play. Daughter of a friend who just was in creative mode. Just like it was kind of chaotic, and I didn't understand the point at first or whatever. She was like spawning in. Well, I kind of went off the cadence there. Did it again. Spawning in a lot of enemies and pouring lava blocks everywhere, just all in creative mode. Oops, I just messed up. And it wasn't like the stuff that I would enjoy, but I realized that there was she had no preconceptions. I mean, literally, this is just an app that she talked her mother or grandparents into. Oh, hey, we found something. Into putting on a tablet or whatever. Okay, so, well, that's interesting, exciting. We got like a wet cave, kinda. Looks like it goes. What is this, lava? Nope, just some glow moss there. Well, let's just deal with this because I don't want to. I don't want to mess with the wetness. If we just fill this in a little bit. Okay, so this is becoming our, our central shaft. So we need to go. What? Oh. Is that enough? Probably here. Okay, so yeah, we're going down 2 there, 3 there, 4 there. Where's some light? Anywho, oh, gravel. Hang on, yeah. Shall I stop? I should probably stop and let you go. I should just do this in, you know, survival mode. This isn't accomplishing much right now. It's not exciting. It's not discovering anything. Not like smashing into a diamond, which would make me stop in creative mode. Silly stuff. I could just spawn diamonds if I wanted to, but then that would really make me feel like a cheater. Anyways, so yeah, watching a kid just play, and I'm like, hey, here's how you build the snowman. And then and you know, it's funny because part of the reason I wanted to show them how to build a snowman because I didn't think they'd know how, and in survival mode, it's actually a protector, not a very good one. Oh, I'm down to deep slate. Oh, that might be interesting, right? Might not. But the thing is that it doesn't matter if they're kind of a defender in creative. I thought at first, and then I'm like, oh, maybe they won't enjoy it. But if you spawn in some enemies and you spawn in some snowmen, they fight each other, which is a whole lot of fun. And the snowmen leave a snow trail, which was even more chaos for them to enjoy. They had built a little fort, and I think it was partially snow. Maybe not. Maybe it just ended up snow covered. Yeah. Yeah, dead ends. Oh, it goes this way. I was just curious if... Oh, yeah, it does get outside. There's my boat. Nice. Okay. Interesting. Where did that... Oh, we had dug down. Yep, and that was the cave. So that cave slinks out over here, which I was thinking that would be an interesting spot for a waterfall. Because falling from a height up here, it's kind of far away from the tower, though, as it turns out. But I could have something way up here that I built out. Whether it's like a dock off of this or more farm off of this. That's a long way from the tower, though. Or something up here or something all the way at the top. Or, you know, there. Anyways. But, yeah, I didn't really want to move into the top of the tower because it seems like it would be cool. Like we have so many basic concepts of ascension and leveling up and the king of the hill and all that stuff. But the problem is once you're up here, any ground near you. So if your structure is just even a little bit bigger than your feet, really, I mean a few squares bigger than your feet, unless this was a really but then what? Still, you know, if this was like a more of a spiky tower, like the Eiffel Tower or something, I could see a lot better around me, but only from this one spot. I guess this does allow you to spiral down and get sight lines off the edge, which is nice. But I think better than trying to live. God, this stuff is so bright. I thought it was lava out of the corner of my eye. Yeah. Um, rather than trying to live up here, which could be interesting. You know, you can come out in the day and clear out the mobs in these dark caves for excitement. But I think rather than that, um, yeah, I think I'll dig down further and move in. Our path comes. I want to say it's this direction. Um, is this right? This doesn't quite feel right. There's another big spire, twin spires. Yeah, no, this is new territory because we're flowing new waterfalls. So I went the wrong way. Um, was it 180? Yeah, Minecraft hollows out these rooms. There's another one here. Yeah, they can be slightly different sizes. Okay, so where? Yeah, I think it's the other way. Maybe? Where's all the water we crossed? Maybe it's off that way and I'm being silly. Or maybe this is the water. Yeah, okay, here, okay. Yeah. But see, that's why I'm marking the path better. And I've already got. See, I made this without before I knew where it was going. I thought my area of interest was that way, and I built that staircase up. Um, but so yeah, this is the start of the path to the new area. So it makes sense to extend this. It kind of ends here with some caves. But if I follow the cave up here, I think that's what I did before. Is this a path? Maybe it's better to. What did I do before? I think I did go up and over. I mean, this comes through here, but is this another cave? Oh, it opens up. Huh. Anyways, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the path I took along here. And then from here, whoa. I think I crossed over this way. Well, okay. That's the water that gets you there, though. Or at least closer. Guess you'd have the portage there. Anyways, even if I just kind of marked a path with a shovel, having something that would get me there might be nice. And maybe in some places you want to put in stairs. I mean, this could be my primary secret entrance or whatever, and I could lead the path to that, or I could try and do like some sort of road down. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so I was just looking at the water path. I guess, yeah, but then there's all this. This is probably the first way I got back there. Maybe was snaking around this. Yeah, that connects through there. Just one block wide. And I think I do remember putting a boat down in here and heading out. Which is how I initially got over there. And I think the second time I went over after I built this. Anyway, so yeah, and if I was really crazy about it, I could build a rail cart all the way in creative mode, all the way from spawn. I could dig a more direct tunnel for it if I wanted, but essentially we're coming out here, and then actually this is a kind of nice approach across this land bridge and up. I mean, I could do something that, spanned a bridge across here and came across, so that you get, whoa, what then? I guess spanning across there. Build something. I guess you could try and go at a diagonal from here over to here, and then kind of down. Anyway, oh, there's a big room down here. Oh, this is where I thought we might be close to the edge. But Yeah, as I was saying at some point in some other video, I think it was this series. Um, part of this is just from a thought process over time of how I like to play Minecraft, and this doing a build in creative and then switching to survival is a theory I came up with along the way as like a nice way to get something epic to live in. You'd never do this. Well, it would take a lot of motivation and dedication to do this um, in survival mode. And I have the issue of if you do this in creative, so what? Like sharing it with people. Um, of course, that can be rewarding. And how do you do that? This is a single player world. I don't have it, set up to accept other players or anything, so it's not like I can invite people in to live in it or enjoy it or even just witness it. Um, so this is a way for me to share it, and YouTube has helped me find more enjoyment in doing things like this because it certainly is impressive, even if built in creative, just in terms of scale and scope and the kind of visual impact it has. Yeah, it really shows you a long way away. Yeah, the staircase came before any of this stuff. Um, anyways, but yeah, so this theory, accepting that I wouldn't do this in survival, just the scope and the materials and all the collection that would require and the number of deaths that would occur while building it because it's so tall and has sheer sides. And you could do it without dying if you were careful and you're holding shift down all the time, or you develop a safer methodology that keeps you away from the edges. Anyways, but accepting that I wouldn't, right? I wouldn't build this in survival mode. Wouldn't collect all the materials in survival mode and put it to this use. Um, and then the next step is if I were to build this just in creative, what then? I mean, like I am now, I can share it, um, by recording it in some way, or I could save the file and put it online for other people to play. But you'd need something pretty compelling, a really compelling seed, or maybe this is compelling enough that somebody would be interested in it. I don't know. Maybe some of my worlds, I've put in enough time. But the thing is, like the older worlds are older land generations, so you don't have the modern structures until you push out into new territory. Anyways, um, but anyway, so to get back to my theory of this and doing it this way and what makes this worthwhile is, so I wouldn't do this in creative mode either. If the end game was just this, was just recording it and sharing it or something. But the fact that I can switch now to survival mode, um, means that now I can enjoy the benefits of this structure beyond just, the sense of accomplishment or sharing or whatever, is that this should be, inside it should be safe from most mobs spawning. We've seen some Endermen wander in here, but I'm not sure if they pose too much of a threat to the villagers. Ew. Sweet. Um, yeah, so, yeah, the basic concept is build something fun in creative mode and then shift to survival to live in it, to put it to use. And I'm not telling people how to play, of course, but and there are some people who, um, okay, there we go. There's some people who, okay, the most common player only plays in survival. I've gotten this impression that, that's the intended game mode. It's the intended play experience, is like default settings, survival mode. Um, and there's of course, there's a subset of player that likes hardcore within that, but that's still survival mode. Creative is a less common type of player, I think, but maybe, especially factoring in the youth, um, maybe there's a whole bunch of players that I'm unaware of that are doing things in creative. I know there are teams of people building worlds, and often that's done in creative, um, for speed and flexibility, and uh, so there are hundreds, thousands of players that are doing that are building worlds, um, with the intent of sharing through the internet, that are themed or, um, special interest to them. Anyways, but yeah, I've also seen a lot of people who just load up the game in survival mode and then are turned off because it's too scary, or the first night is too hard, or it's too confusing. There's really no tutorial. There's a few things you can kind of use. Well, if I go back to survival mode, um, you can kind of use the crafting book as a guide. And oh, that's a screenshot. Um, What is... Oh, I've hidden... F1. F1 hides... Okay, whatever. What... Okay, what controls? Let me see. No. I don't look at them very much. L? Weird. Yeah, but most people don't know about this. This can serve as a guide, because it gives you idea. These achievements are things that will lead you through. Sneak. Interesting. They guide you through crafting more advanced things, through exploring more of the game, more of the world, more of the other worlds. They might push you out of your comfort zone somewhat. Um, and of course, it guides you to the end game if you're paying attention. But few people use this as a chart. So what are the... Okay, adventure, nether, husbandry, Minecraft. What a ridiculous list of tabs. They're not alphabetical. I don't know why nether would be second. Because it seems like husbandry. This is all surface world stuff. Frog lights. I mean, maybe they're thinking of this as more advanced than nether. No, that doesn't make sense. It really seems like it would be like the husbandry is almost like farming and stuff, yeah. Um, it seems like husbandry would be first, adventure would be second, nether third, and Minecraft kind of arches over all of it, but um, at least, and it does kind of end it, so it makes sense for it to be last in that sense. But in another way, some of these are the hardest to get. And you don't really need to construct a beacon for any specific reason in game. And this has the netherite stuff. So it feels like to me that this is more advanced. Well, I mean, admittedly, the end comes after the nether. But the end is just the very end of this very general tab, Minecraft. Anyways, I wish it went husbandry, then adventure, then nether, then Minecraft. Um, Although nether could be at the end. Is the wither in here? Oh, yeah, it is there. So, yeah, that would be. I think the Wither's a lot harder than the Dragon. So it seems like they could go Husbandry, then Adventure, then Minecraft, then Nether. But whatever, that's not the important part, I don't think. Anyways, so yeah, I wanted to at least record bringing in Adam and Steve, or whatever you want to call them, the testificates. And yeah, to get back to the theory I was talking about, so this, this tower is a building that is dramatic enough in size that you can see it from um, quite far, whatever your render distance is, really. We're getting it from over here on top of the village just fine. What is it? What are we at here now? Am I at like 12 or 16? Okay. I wanted to see better, so. But I look forward to it filling with more villagers. Because if there's guys running around, it'll just be cool for it to be active. Um, so yeah, okay. So the part of the theory with this is that it is its own landmark and beacon. It's easy to spot. If I'm in any of the 2016 radius, whatever I'm on, as long as I'm high enough for my vision not to be blocked by all the landscape, because there is a lot of rocky, wow, a lot of rocky terrain here, obviously. Um, is that? No, that's another rock spire, I think. Rock tower. Oh, it's just a few floating bits. Interesting. Yeah. So okay, yeah. So it's easy to spot. So it serves as its own landmark and beacon to call you home, even without a compass or anything. If you can climb your way up to the top of a hill and are still within visual range, um, so even if you're in an explore mode and kind of lost, you can spin around and hopefully spot it. Yeah, if conditions are right, as I've said. So, yeah, these little points are cool. But so part of this theory is that by having something this cool to live in a place that's as varied, the landscape is as rich and varied as this, and I really like the amplified cliffs and stuff. But seeing the dark shadows under the rock structures and the white of the tower, the high contrast, all of these sloping, roaming hills that surround it. Part of what, yeah, this place is crazy. And again, would be another nice place to build. Like, I want to build like a hanging glass room there. I don't know. Like, this would be a potentially cool spot to start. Everything is cool in Minecraft. It's all the Minecraft's good Minecraft right here in Minecraft. Goodbye. Sorry. Um anyways, it's going to be fun exploring around the tower. Um okay, we're overpopulating with chickens cuz I'm in creative mode and it can't get rid of it. That's pretty too. That yeah. So, yeah, going back home is going to be pretty and exciting. Seeing this from different angles. Um, Being at home is cool because the landscape around here is so rich, and like I said, we've got a few different terrain types we can see. Biomes we can enjoy. Nothing too dramatic. It would be cool if we had Badlands nearby, or just a little bit of desert, like a sliver of desert or something. Too much desert gets boring, of course. But you can see part of the problem is as you pull up and up and up away from the landscape, you lose your perspective on it quite a bit. Up here you just see the peak tops, and you're not getting the same range. I don't know. I guess I turned up the render distance so it's a little bit better. It's probably going to be slow when I push into new territories, but God, this is so tall. If I want you to take anything away from this video, it's that's really tall up there. I mean, the clouds are here, and it's just a whole lot of tallness above that, above the clouds, and above and beyond the clouds. But yeah, maybe the one of the best angles to view it from is like here, because you can see almost the whole height, but you can also see how it tucks in, kind of like a pin driven through the hole in that rock. I mean, maybe this is as compelling down here. Yeah, it does give you a sense of the verticality. You might lose some of the sense of scale with this hill being so close. Oh, the moon. Nice. I should what was Whoa. What did I do? Went into full screen. Yeah, I went into full screen. Where's the... Huh. Oh, I probably took a screenshot but couldn't see it because my UI was off. What? Yeah. Yep. Okay. None of that was important. I was just getting a good look at that tower. I don't know. It's weird because the angled stair, because it's at a diagonal, it's so much longer than the tower. So from this angle, the stair itself kind of makes the tower look shorter. And part of that's just because it's horizontal, so it's spreading so much further across the scope of our view. But from over here, the tower disappears into that behind that chunk of rock a little bit. Anyways, so hey, there's an idiot on top of a. I think that's a nitwit. Yeah, he doesn't have a profession. He's unemployed. There you go. Sorry for the pain, but now you can get back to whatever you were trying to do. Hey, there's a monster party. 2 spiders, 2 archers, and I guess one's wandering off, but a couple of creepers. So anyways, it's a pretty place, and I'll bring some stuff over. And I'll probably try to make a trail. It was that way, wasn't it? Trail of torches, at least. I kind of like putting a torch on a fence post. Makes it a little bit easier to spot and a little bit more substantial. I'm going the wrong way again, aren't I? Wow, I just been yammering for 2 hours. And I just brought you in to spawn those testificates. But I got concerned about what they were doing, and then I got talking. Anyways, so yeah. I'll move into the base, but yeah, my general point was that it should be cool to have the, hey, there's a jockey archer on a spider. Yeah, should be cool yeah, my basic idea is to increase the enjoyment of leaving and returning to home, because in Minecraft you spend a lot of time doing that, running back and forth to your storage or whatever, or where you're living and building. So, yeah, the idea here is, sure, I could have just started in creative. I could have gotten to this beautiful landscape. I mean, started in survival. I could have made my way. I mean, the truth is, I did make my way in survival to this area. But instead of staying in survival and having a small hut that would meet my needs, I'm creating, hopefully, this huge vertical village over time, which is something that it isn't quite anything I've done yet. Ouch. And yeah, and it's just gonna be fun to come home to this and to have the testificates running around in there doing their daily routines as I do whatever my minor activities are or what have you, living like a troll on the base of this tower I've built for them. Um, but yeah, over time, I look forward to more of them moving in and seeing if as I need to, I'll place more uh, workstations, and we'll see if we can get this big. Well, maybe I'll try and get that insert catchphrase here.